What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Deontay Wilder has some interesting news for all of us today. It was on his official Twitter page, and it says, well, as I always say, I am the realest champion in the business. And as I've mentioned before, I must handle all my controversial fights ASAP. Luis Ortiz at King Kong Boxing is the first, then Tyson Fury is next. Now, I've heard the headlines that the Tyson Fury fight is official. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, the Tyson Fury's fight is official, but you just made official the Luis King Kong Ortiz fight. That's kind of a hard pill to swallow. Because I question, you're talking about Fury being your next opponent, like you're so sure. I don't think this is official at all. This is what I think. I think that Deontay Wilder has came out on Twitter and first of all, pretty much showed us that he bluffed our ass about freezing out Tyson Fury. You guys remember that? He was supposed to freeze out Fury because Fury took the ESPN deal and walked away from his 50% of whatever the fuck they would make, which, you know, who knows what that'll be, what that would have been. But I guarantee you it wasn't $100 million. So Fury picked the money over the rematch. Okay. So that, of course, pissed Deontay off. He didn't like that because he thought he had a dancing partner, a put in place dancing partner, a mutual dancing partner, as the enemy of my friend, my enemy, or my friend. And they both hated Joshua, so they thought they were in this thing together. And he threatened to freeze out Tyson Fury. Now he claims that it's an official deal. Okay, look, let me counterpunch this for you guys and make it real simple for you. Even if Tyson Fury has agreed to fight Deontay Wilder next after Schwartz, because Tyson Fury wants to fight a third time, even if that's the case, it's not set in stone, people. Because if he can walk away from a WBC mandatory or mandated fight with Deontay Wilder, what makes you think he won't just walk away from another fight with Deontay Wilder? And this is another thing. If Deontay Wilder is so sure that he's going to make a fight with Tyson Fury next, that means that he's willing to accept all of the agreement terms by ESPN. Fact. Think about what he's saying. Oh, it's official. So if it's official, that means you and Shelly Finkel and Lou DiBella had to get together with Bob Arum and old Fish Eyes to make this fight happen on ESPN. Okay? Since he claims not to be his own boss, or he claims to be his own boss, sorry. But I feel that the same energy, it's funny, the same energy now that he's speaking it, believing it, receiving it, to fight Tyson Fury next. It's, that the same energy he's putting into getting Tyson Fury is the same energy that Joshua's using to get to him, to get a fight with him. So it's funny how one guy is trying to fight you and you're trying so hard not to fight this guy and trying to fight the other guy, But another thing about the Twitter post gets me controversial, so he's doing that in order. So I guess he's been looking at my videos because I've been saying about the files and about the favoritism and about the protection that he was getting in that fight. So I guess that he admits that that's controversial, the Luis Ortiz fight, because it very well, much so it was controversial because of all the shit that was involved around that fight. Things didn't make sense. We know the story because I've already covered it a couple times now. No need to go over it again. So he's agreed this is a controversial fight. And I hope to God that Luis Ortiz is ready. But him coming here and saying Tyson Fury's next, that means he's going to agree to Tyson Fury's terms. We heard Tyson Fury already say, hey, daddy gets what daddy wants. And daddy wants a third fight, so daddy's going to get how he wants. He said if Deontay Wilder wants to get his ass beat again, so be it. So that means that Deontay Wilder is desperate. This is desperation if you think about it, because you're claiming that a fight with a guy that's totally unstable, that does what he wants from one day to the next. You said now you're claiming that now the fight is official. Hell, I thought it was official before. You know, so I don't buy the official thing. I think he's planning his or his team has planned out his strategy, because they know they have to fight someone credible after Ortiz, because he's already getting backlash for fighting Ortiz, claiming it's controversial, right? Because if it was that fucking controversial, why didn't you fight him last year? You should have fought him. You should have had an immediate rematch because it was controversial, like he's claiming it is now, and had that rematch and ran that back quickly like he tried to do with Tyson Fury. Am I correct? So make that make sense. Now it's all controversial, you know. But anyway, it's just crazy how he putting all this energy into claiming and professing that Tyson Fury is his next opponent. Like, dude, the elephant in the room can't be any pink, yellow, blue, or red. He's trying this hard to avoid Joshua and calling it strategy. No, motherfucker, all you're doing is avoiding a fight or a fighter that wants to fight you. And you're using the same energy to fight someone else. So my thing is, why don't both of these guys use the same type of energy to fight each other? You know, now the one thing that has been consistent with Anthony Joshua is his desire to fight Deontay. Okay? Now, what would be extra shitty with sprinkles on top is that if Deontay Wilder, given if he beats Fury, then starts calling out AJ, then AJ says, nah, man, I'm good. That would be super shitty. But then, you know, it's like, dude, when I wanted to fight you, you didn't want to fight me. Fuck you. You know, I got my mandatories. I'm not wasting any more time with you. And you know something funny about it? The Wilder fans will go ballistic and they will eat that shit for lunch. You know why? Because then they were like, oh, well, you said you wanted to fight him and all these offers, and now you don't want to fight him. Yeah, motherfucker, because all these offers that were offered to him were on the table. It was like little boy cried wolf, right? You proclaim, I want this, I don't want that, the slave wages, this, that, and the other. But then when the man comes to you, and then when you're ready, that guy says, fuck off. And it could happen that way. That would make it extra shitty, because then it will go back in that cycle of who is doing what at this point of time. But anyway, back to Wilder. I guess he's found or heard some type of information from his team, from Team Fury, that this is a pretty good chance this fight will happen. But obviously he doesn't know. He still doesn't know who the hell Tyson Fury is and what he's capable of doing. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on that, guys. You tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.